Good morning, everyone. 8:05. Happy you're with us on a beautiful Tuesday. Tuesday has no feel, but it does a little bit today as we get closer to Christmas. It is the 16th of December, 2025. Beautiful day. Look at the sunshine out there. It's going to warm up nicely. Let's see what the temperature is right now. 32. It is 32 degrees.
Woo!
And we're going to warm up another 22 degrees, something like that.
We made it to freezing.
Ugh.
I'm so excited.
Ooh.
Yikes.
Sunny and 54 today. We'll take that. Wednesday, a few more clouds around, but warming up. 58 the high. Thursday, rain. Looks like maybe late in the day overnight. 62 the high. 80% chance of showers. Sunny on Friday, 53, and then not bad for the weekend. Once that rain moves out of here, we've got temperatures. The highs will be in the low to mid 60s, which should feel really, really nice. Also, this just came down, and we'll pass it along. The U.S. added 64,000 jobs in November.
All righty.
So that was released this morning. Good to see that.
14,000 more than expected, by the way, which, all you really have to do is beat expectations. Don't know where the unemployment number is, but I know that there are more people employed now than there have been at any time in American history, which is pretty amazing. That means the work pool is large, and it means that they're working. And when people say, well, there should have been more jobs created, or there should have been more of this, more of that, whatever. Again, people are happy with their jobs. We had the largest travel day in American history the Sunday after Thanksgiving. More people flew that day than have ever flown on any single day in American history. Explain to me again how the economy is crappy. People don't get on planes and fly around when they don't have the money to do it.
That's very, very true.
So
again, you brought this up earlier today, that has not been talked about really much in the media at all.
No.
And you're like, well, that's kind of odd. Why would you do that? Because you don't want to talk about how great the economy is.
You don't want people saying, oh, well, I heard the economy was bad. How are people doing that? Yeah, exactly. That's a good question. So the press doesn't really discuss it that much because they're trying to sell you on the concept that the economy is lousy. That's what they think they're going to do for midterms in 2026. Hey, before we go any further, first I have to tell you about the Alabama Men's Clinic at 598-7000 because they are the ones who are going to get you back on your game. When I say off your game, I mean you're listless, you got no energy, you're not losing weight when you try, you're not gaining muscle when you try, it's a huge drag. Maybe you're struggling with ED as well. Look, the Alabama Men's Clinic can help you with all of that simply by checking to see whether or not you got low T. They do a one-time test, blood test. That's your first visit. And once they check that, and you'll know by the end of your first visit what your testosterone number is. If it's not between 600 and 900, they are going to get serious about getting you back up to where you need to be. A variety of options on how you get that done. They're very, very aware and helpful when it comes to such a thing. So next thing you know, you're talking to them about the ED, you're talking to them about your hair loss, your weight loss, and they're more than happy to work out with you on any one of those areas because they are the Alabama Men's Clinic. Men is, in fact, their middle name. AlabamaMen'sClinic.com to find out more. AlabamaMen'sClinic.com, 598-7000. Make the appointment today. You can have one probably later this week and begin improving your life almost immediately. They're moving up, by the way. I heard they are moving up to the 7th floor of where they are right now. So some really nice offices because I think they used to be in the basement. 8:09, make it 8:10 with Dixon and Vining. Ted's been sitting on hold for a long time. Ted, you're on Talk 99.5 with Dixon and Vining. What's on your mind? Hello, Ted.
Come on, Ted.
Tedley.
Give it to us.
Theodore.
What you got, Ted?
Ted's turn.
Ted put the phone down.
All
Bye,
right.
Ted.
See you, Ted. Sorry you waited all that long to not talk to us. Kyle is up next. What's up, Kyle?
Hey, what's up, guys? I just wanted to give you all a call and say, look, I know, the way things go in this world and the way things happen, I know people are always stressed out and fretted, but I just wanted to tell you guys thank y'all for, at least I know for me and probably from all your listeners, thank you for always being, funny and informative in the mornings and making us laugh, but most importantly, just giving your opinions and helping us think. And I really just want to say thank you. And if I don't get a chance to talk to you guys before then, I want y'all to have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Wow, that's a nice call, Kyle.
Now,
Thank you.
Kyle is exactly the kind of suck-up we like here.
He's not sucking up. That was nice.
I love the fact.
That was nice. We love you, Kyle. Thank you for being such a great listener and calling from time to time.
Merry
we love that.
Christmas to you,
Merry
too,
Christmas.
my friend. We appreciate you, man.
Yeah,
have a
that's
great
awesome.
holiday season. By the way, have we resolved the whole Happy Holidays / Merry
I'm
Christmas
not doing
debate
happy
yet?
holidays.
No, but when somebody says Happy Holidays to you, do you?
I say Merry Christmas
yeah,
back.
you get all up in their face. Do you get
no,
up in their grill?
I just say Merry
I do.
Christmas.
I'm like, how dare you come
It's
at me
not
with
happy
happy holiday
holidays for
tidings?
me.
Who do you think you are,
Happy holiday
Mister?
tidings.
It's Merry Christmas or nothing for me. Sometimes I knock them over.
And if I know that
someone's
someone's Jewish, I will wish them a happy Hanukkah.
Yeah.
You know, I mean.
Not me. I say Merry Christmas to them too.
Oh, gracious. I'm going to do Merry Christmas. It's Christmas for me.
It is Christmas.
I say don't take the Jewish holiday off or Christmas off if you don't celebrate either of those, because that's why we take those days off.
I agree.
To celebrate,
I think that is a fair assessment. If you're not going to take those, if you're not going to celebrate those, or you're not going to say Christmas, don't take Christmas off. You
Just
have
go
to
ahead
go to
and
work.
You work for all of us.
That's right.
You go ahead and work for us.
Let's talk to Ted, who's called back. Ted, you're on Talk 99.5 with Dixon and Vining. What's up?
Hi, good morning.
Hi, Ted.
Hi. Sorry about that before. I put the phone down for a sec.
You fool you.
I wanted to talk about, I think President Trump is being treated very unfairly over this Rob Reiner posting that he put up. I read it. I thought it was hysterical. And I read it to my 8-year-old daughter and her friends, and they were rolling around laughing about it. It's so funny when people have their throats slashed.
Hilarious.
President Trump is the funniest guy ever.
Yeah.
I mean, that's awesome that he made fun of it.
Yeah.
Don't you agree?
I feel the same way. When I read that, first I thought, I'm not sure this is true, because people will repost stuff all the time and they'll make stuff up. And there's, I think, an entire AI chatbot that makes up Trump truths. So I was like, first off, I'm going to question this. So I dug a little bit deeper and found out that that was, in fact, an actual truth post by Donald Trump. And I thought, how disappointing. Okay? I mean, look.
Yeah, I'm really surprised. That's not the Donald Trump that I know.
Well, it is kind of the Donald Trump that I know, and that's, it's one of the aspects of him that I don't care for. There's a lot of stuff about him that I love. I love his policies. I love, the America First concept. But I love his policy of unmasked people jumping out of unmarked cars and disappearing them. That's awesome. Great? If they're illegal immigrants, yes, I'm a big fan of that. As a matter of fact, I want them all out of here, and I don't
but
think
it's
that's
great
unreasonable.
when they do that to citizens. They only hold the citizens for a day or two before they release them.
Yeah. So there you go. They get it wrong every once in a while. And by the way, it's always good when the police pull you over. You should absolutely positively give them your ID, unlike that nurse who fought it every step of the way, and then it became, oh my God, I can't believe that they took this woman and they ran with her, and they should be ashamed of themselves, and what a nightmare. And it's like, all she had to do was show her ID and say, I'm an American citizen, I'm here legally. It would have all been over.
That's it.
At that point. But yes, I've said twice now this morning how disappointed I was with the Truth Social post about that, and how Donald Trump had the chance to come across as a decent human being, and he chose to go the other way.
Well, and again, as his role as president, you expect a little bit better, and both of us have said that we're glad for the many things that he has done right as president, but I think that Truth Social post was out of line.
Yeah, I would agree. 8:14, make it 8:15 with Dixon and Vining. If you haven't been to Work Trucks yet, you're missing out. This is a place that's got the top quality pre-owned work trucks. They are over 100 on the lot at any given time, and you can look at their entire inventory right there at WorkTrucksWithAnXLLC.com. WorkTrucksLLC.com, a wonderful place to get your next work truck, be it a cargo van, a passenger van. Maybe you're looking for a box truck of large or small proportion. Feel free to take a spin in one of their utility bed trucks or their pickup trucks. They got all sizes and kinds of those things. They got big ones, dualies. They've got small little getabouts, whatever it is you need. Stuff with liftgate, stuff with crane arms. You will love your experience with Work Trucks. Work Trucks with an XLLC.com. Work Trucks downtown at 2324 3rd Avenue South, where they are all about trucks. All right, who is that that's mangling that Simon and Garfunkel song?
It's the Lemonheads.
The Lemonheads. Gotcha. We'll make sure to stay away from them. 821 Dixon Inviting, Talk 99.5, talk995.com.
Sounds like we got a little problem, Richard, on 280. We've got a text message. Maria says, just called, was shocked. Outbound 280, just past the Chick-fil-A, one SUV on its side, about 100 feet from the other vehicle on its roof.
Mm-hmm.
A fire truck and rescue are on their way or there now.
Mm-hmm.
You may want to avoid that. That's really busy right there on a normal day with no problems. So now that we've got two vehicles involved in some type of accident, one on its roof, that's not a good situation. So avoid it. Again, 280 outbound, right there where the Chick-fil-A is.
This will brighten you up. How about the Jeff joke of the day?
All right, what you got?
Here we go. What do you call a teenager who doesn't believe in Santa? A rebel without a clause.
Ah! Pretty good.
Okay.
I like that one, Jeff.
There you go. Way to reference a way out-of-date movie. Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Thought that was good.
What are you rebelling
We owe him a
against?
lunch.
What do you got?
Uh-huh. I like it, Jeff. Thank you.
Why do I owe him a lunch?
Bringing it
I
strong.
don't owe him nothing.
Well, you know.
I'm not giving him nothing.
Have any more jokes before we, we need to take
He
him to
got
lunch?
a free lunch when we went out on the pizza thing.
That was a long time ago. That was this summer.
Yeah. He's
6
still
months
working. He's
ago.
still working that off.
We're all working
He's
that
still
off.
working that off.
Speaking of that, I've got an ice cream update, a recall on an ice cream that y'all don't need to eat because there's something in it that's really bad.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, really bad.
But first,
Let's talk about Craig and Keith real quick at Birmingham Broker. For those of you needing to sell a used car, hopefully you know by now that if you do have a truck or an SUV or something like that that you want to get rid of and you don't have the time to hassle with it yourself, and yes, it is a hassle. I know that from experience. I've sold a couple of cars myself, and I don't like that at all. I don't like that experience one bit. And I don't like trading in a car because I feel like I'm being taken. And that's right, they're getting the money. And Craig has talked about this. If you go to Facebook and look up Birmingham Broker, he's been doing some videos. And recently he did one talking about that very thing. And it's one of the reasons that people like to go to Birmingham Broker because up front, you know what they're going to try to sell the car for and what they're going to try to get the car for you, that money out of it. That's important to know up front what the money is. You don't get that when you're trading in a car. They're over there talking to the manager. They're making you wait 3 hours. We'll be back in a minute. I'm going over here. Here's the shell game. Where's the money? That money's going into the new car. What a joke. Deal with Craig and Keith at Birmingham Broker when you need to sell a car, and they'll be real upfront with you about the price they think they can get for it. 2224 4th Avenue South. You'll end up loving these guys going back time and time again. BehamBroker.com, BehamBroker.com.
all right, let's do it.
And now, it's Dixon and Vining's top 3 things you need to know.
Well, we are learning some new details about the death of Rob Reiner and his wife, Michelle, after the couple was found stabbed to death in their Brentwood, California home Sunday. Their 32-year-old son, Nick, is being held in jail now with no bond. Yesterday, there was a $4 million bond. They have changed their mind on that and rescinded that. He's in jail, ain't getting out anytime soon. Apparently got into a fight with his parents at a Christmas party Saturday night at Conan O'Brien's home. Nick, they said, was behaving very strangely. The people that were at the party that observed him, he was going around the room asking if everyone was famous. That's obvious. Most people that are at a Hollywood party like this are famous. And got into some really loud argument with both Rob and Michelle. Mm-hmm. They left the party a little bit early because of the argument. And then at 3:30 the next day, the couple is found dead in their home. The daughter, Rob and Michelle's daughter, said, "You might need to go pick up Nick. It's probably Nick that did this."
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So, and this guy has all kinds of problems. He's got, addictions. He's got mental health issues. Just these two should not be dead. It's just a tragedy.
It is
absolute tragedy.
Absolutely terrible. And even though Rob was 78 years old, he was obviously a fairly fit and healthy 70. I've seen him huge. I mean, there was a time before Ozempic when the guy was just massive, and he took a lot off and was really looking pretty good and seemed to be in pretty good shape. Just finished another Spinal Tap movie, which I haven't seen. Probably had other stuff on the docket for future movies, which is a shame because the guy really was one of the greatest filmmakers of our generation. I mean, up there with Chris Columbus and John Hughes and people of that ilk. So just a very sad tragedy.
Yeah, this is also just tragic. The Brown University shooting. This person is still on the loose, folks. They had a person of interest that they were questioning, but they have since released that person. We saw a video yesterday. Another one was released late in the day, and there's another image that just came out this morning. And I don't know, Richard, if you've had eyes on this or not yet. Mm-hmm. But this individual, they said, is about 5'8". And he appears, and it's hard to tell, but it's the first time that we've seen any skin color. Right. He appears to be a white male.
Okay.
Now, that, we say that, and due to light and different things like that, it's difficult to see exactly. But they've got another image of this guy. He's kind of stocky. Not sure what the age is, but they're thinking now it's not 20-something. It could be a 30 or 40-year-old male.
Okay.
His gait, the way he walks, is really kind of odd.
A little strange.
Yeah. So, anyways, they're going to get more and more images of this guy, and hopefully be able to, narrow down who it is. If you're anywhere in Rhode Island around the Brown University campus, I would think you'd be unnerved that this guy is just walking around, because now he's obviously probably changed his clothes. He's mingling amongst the people that are there, and again, no idea who the individual is or why they may have done this. And one of the two that deceased is a young girl from here, from Mountain Brook. Mm-hmm. Ella Cook died in this Brown University shooting, but just a really odd thing. I mean, classes were about to end. Mm-hmm. You got final exams kids are studying for, and this guy walks in and injures a whole bunch of people and takes 2 lives.
Very sad.
It is.
Extremely sad. Still looking for a motive there. We'll figure it out once maybe we have him in custody.
Let's hope that they do. Mm-hmm. And finally, this story, a very close call between a JetBlue plane and U.S. Air Force refueling tanker that is supporting the military buildup in Venezuela or off the coast of Venezuela. The flight narrowly avoided colliding with the refueling tanker, forcing the commercial airline to halt its ascent. Or slow it down, not stop, because that's kind of hard to do in midair. The JetBlue pilot stated, "We almost had a midair collision up here. The flight left Curacao. Curacao's down there just off the coast of Venezuela. You got Bonaire and Aruba next. It kind of is positioned between those 2 islands. But this was a really close call, and thank goodness that pilots were able to avert this accident. But they were close to one another."
Yeah, I feel like we have military jets down there pretty consistently, which is why there's a refueler there, so that they can refuel in the air and stay above and kind of operating the airspace around there. It's not enough just to stop the boats, which we're doing mostly with drones, but you got to stop any sort of flights that are coming out of there, and you got to stop any ground action that's coming out of there. If you really want to kill their drug trade, this is the fastest and best way to do it. Blow up anything that's carrying drugs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and just so you know, everyone, the FAA did put out a warning to aircraft last month, and we're talking because of those being vacation destinations for many. They said exercise caution when you're in that area just off the coast of Venezuela, in that airspace, because of the security situation and heightened military activity that's going on down there. So they had a little bit of heads up.
Yeah. That doesn't make it any more fun to almost run into a tanker.
No, sure doesn't.
It's got to be.
But that thing is big and slow, and
Yep.
Hopefully you can see it coming 5 miles away. That would be good.
That would be good. Yeah, 5 miles is that's probably the minimum when you're flying like that. You're like, yeah, I need plenty of time to make the turn, if you know what I mean. Anyway. What was the ice cream thing? Give me the ice cream. What's the name of the ice cream that's got rocks in it? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't say what it had in it.
Yeah.
You gave it away,
Oh,
Richard.
sorry.
So Deliciously is the name of it. So Delicious. Dairy-free salted caramel cluster apparently could include some small rocks and other hard objects, according to the FDA.
Well, it's dairy-free, so there's no chance I'm eating it. I'm not worried about that.
Yeah, you're in the clear,
at all.
Richard.
Yeah, thank you.
You only eat the real stuff.
Exactly. If I'm eating ice cream, I'm eating actual ice cream.
That's
okay?
right.
I don't play around the edges with that
Imagine
nonsense.
eating ice cream and coming across a rock.
Feel like, these nuggets are really hard.
Broke my dental.
8:30.
8:36, Dixon and Vining with you at Talk 99.5, talk995.com, and now on YouTube. Man, subscribe to our channel. It's Real Talk 99.5 TV, Real Talk 99.5 TV. An update to traffic is moving on 280, but that's a pretty serious situation that we're looking at. It is outbound 280, you know where the Chick-fil-A is, and then just past that is the vet. There's a veterinarian there. And just past that building, we've got one car on its roof on the right side of 280 and another car on its side. That must have been a horrific wreck. I mean, to have cars that way, that's a bad accident. Police are on the scene. Again, 2 lanes, stay to the left side, 280 outbound, just past the Chick-fil-A. You're getting through there, but I hope those folks are okay. The other situation is on 65 that Phil's been reporting on, 65 southbound. Just before 31, we had an 18-wheeler that went off an embankment, and unfortunately, there is a death associated with that accident this morning.
Fatality.
Yeah.
Hate it. Elisa wants to know, speaking of pizza, which was the best restaurant? It was Troops.
Troops.
In Vestavia Hills. None of us had ever heard of it until such time as I ran across a Facebook ad, and I said, well, we should add this to the list. And they were among the last places we went. They weren't the last place, but they were among the last 3, I would say. And we were all just blown away by how good this pizza was.
It was good.
It was quite shocking.
It was. And I tell you, hats off to the number of places that we went. I would say at least half or a little above. I would go back to every single one of those.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
There were a couple, I think one was going out of business. We didn't really realize
one of them did
that.
go out of business like 1 month after we were there.
It's like, well, that Dixon and Vining show came. We're shutting this place down.
Over. Done.
It's over with.
That's it for us. Thanks for dropping by, kids.
But we do. We've got some pretty good pizza places, in the Birmingham metro area. Good stuff.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Flipsy's Furniture is at 1811 Crestwood Boulevard in Irondale. And right now, they have got a American-made sofa, love seat, chair. Little 3-piece living room set for you. $12.99. Unbelievable. This is really, really well-built furniture as well. And it's all on hand, in stock, ready for delivery. A lot of places aren't like that. You go in there and you're like, I want this and I want that. And they give you the old 6-week, 8-week story. And you go, I kind of needed this for Christmas. Well, if you do, Flipsy's has got it. They got it either in the store or in their warehouse. They have more in the basement, by the way. 28,000 square feet of showroom, not enough upstairs. They got more downstairs. They've got area rugs down there. You name it, whatever it is you're looking for furniture-wise, you can find it at Flipsy's. Any style as well. So whatever kind of home you're living in, mid-century modern, great. They got that. You want something a little more archaic, they've got that. You want something antique, they can make that happen. You want something absolutely stunningly brand new, they can make that happen for you as well. All the furniture is new, don't get me wrong. I just mean style-wise. So Flipsy'sFurniture.com, good place to go look, Flipsy'sFurniture.com. 12 months, same as cash, and everything on hand and ready to go. Don't forget about that white glove delivery while you're at it. Flipsy's Furniture, 1811 Crestwood Boulevard in Irondale, soon to open in Hoover. 18 co-workers in Grand Blanc, Michigan, split $1 million Powerball prize back in August. 18 co-workers. They play the lottery together. They buy more than one ticket, And they won the $1 million because they got the 5 white balls. They missed the Powerball number. 31, 59, 62, 65, 68. What's $1 million divided by 18?
Well, and taxes out and everything else.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't have anything.
Yeah.
Right? You won something.
Well,
I don't know.
I don't know how much.
What are we looking at? About 10,000.
How much did you invest into that?
15,000 each.
How much did you invest in the tickets? That's what I'd like to know.
Yeah.
If you had to work that out, I figure after taxes, got to be at least 65,000, right?
It probably.
Does that make sense?
I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is.
Again,
I'm going to go with that,
you subtract half of that, and then the taxes out of that, and then divide it by 18. It's probably
65,000 divided by 18 is.
What are you looking at?
$3,611.
No, come on, it's a little more than that, isn't it? Oh, that's depressing.
Yeah, that is depressing. No, 650,000 is what we're looking for, divided by 18. So yeah, it'd be about $36,000.
36.
A little over $36,000.
That's
more
not bad.
More than I had before.
Yeah.
You could go out and buy a truck for that, something like that, used, for sure.
Do something wise with it. Maybe not
invest
in a vehicle.
Invest it wisely.
It's not really investing.
Squander it on a skee ball. Whatever works for you.
Yeah.
Okay, there's that. Got a couple of other little bits and pieces of information that we
And
passed.
speaking of the Powerball,
yeah.
before you change the subject to something else,
Sure.
wasn't there a drawing last night?
Was there?
I think so.
How-
No winning numbers last night.
Okay.
It's now at 1.25 billion.
Alrighty then.
That's the Powerball.
Okay.
No winner last night,
I
Richard.
believe I have one more draw on my ticket. Yeah.
Come on.
I got 3 sets of
One of
numbers
us.
and
I
one
got-
more draw.
Wait, let me see. I didn't even look at the numbers because Richard got me some numbers.
Yeah.
And I'm like, ooh, maybe we won $1 million.
You think so?
No,
Me neither.
but it's always fun to dream.
Absolutely. I'll
it's
take a
always
look.
it's always fun to at least have a chance because you got a ticket.
Yeah, you got no ticket. You absolutely
No.
have no chance.
No,
Yeah.
you can't play. Oh well.
I didn't get a single number correct on the last one. Hunter Biden has been disbarred in Connecticut after ethics violations. Connecticut judge disbarred Hunter Biden, son of former President Joe Biden, for violating the state's attorney conduct rules after complaints tied to his federal gun and tax cases. The ruling was issued Monday by Judge Trial Referee Patrick L. Carroll III in Waterbury after Biden consented to disbarment under an agreement with the state office and chief disciplinary counsel. You know what's interesting is he got the pardon, so the federal charge is gone. And yet still the state is like, yeah, it doesn't matter to us. You committed the crimes. We know you did. The pardon doesn't wash. You have to surrender your law license. And you go, well, good thing he's got the painting career to fall back on. As part of the agreement, Biden admitted to attorney misconduct but did not admit to criminal wrongdoing. He was previously disbarred in Washington, D.C. back in May. He's not going to be working a whole lot. He's like a couple of $1 million in debt, as I recall. He's supposed to be making payments for his illegitimate daughter with the stripper in Arkansas, right? Yeah.
You know, again, you could make a movie of this guy's life. Listen to what you just said.
Yeah.
That he's been disbarred,
Two
the
places.
painting thing, married a stripper, and then the daughter that he doesn't even recognize,
Mm.
and he owes money. I mean, come on, Hunter, get it together.
The
Please.
Connecticut court found that Biden violated multiple ethical rules for lawyers, including engaging in conduct involving dishonesty, fraud, deceit, and misrepresentation. That pretty much sums Hunter Biden up right there, doesn't it?
Yeah, just you know what? The word for him is cluster.
Mm.
That's the word.
no, that's
You're
half a
just
word. That's half the word.
That's I can't use the other, but
No.
just a cluster.
Yeah, what an absolute
I mean,
cluster.
run from this guy. Absolutely get as far away from him as you possibly can. Do you remember when he showed up at the courtroom to do that press conference outside
Yeah.
with the cameras? I'm like,
And then
what a numbskull move that
stormed
was.
away. He showed up at the hearing. They were doing the hearing, and it was like, I say you should do this hearing. You should do a live hearing with him right now. And they're like, no, we're not doing that. He has written questions. He has to answer those. Then we'll do a closed hearing. And he got up with his people and stormed out. You know, it's a little bit like when the police show up to arrest you, and they've got the car there, they've got the cuffs there, they have the plan. You're not going to talk your way out of it at that point, okay? You go with the police and you sort it out in front of a judge later. Hunter Biden, every step he's tried to take, he has not won in any way, shape, or form. The only way he won and is not in prison right now is because his dad finally gave him a pardon. And apparently it was Jill who begged Joe to do it, even after he'd said, no, I'm not going to pardon him. He's got to pay for this and whatever. And she apparently begged him mercilessly until he was finally like, all right, woman, I'll actually use my own hand to sign this one because it's that important. Autopen, not so much.
Mr. Autopen, to you.
Very, very sad. Anyway, all right, going to miss you, Hunter. Gosh, now that you're completely out of the news, we're going to miss you. I had no idea. Unless, well,
We're not going to miss him.
Maybe they find out that the cocaine of the way. If they manage to get the RNC and DNC pipe bomber,
Yeah,
maybe now they'll find out who had the cocaine in the White House.
they could.
And maybe
I
they'll
don't know
figure
that
out
we'll
who,
ever get to the bottom of that.
maybe they'll find out who leaked the Dobbs decision at the Supreme Court too. I mean, all the stuff that the last FBI couldn't get done, this might be a new day. 8:46 with Dixon and Vining. Stick around. Dixon and Vining, Talk 99.5, Talk995.com, and Talk 99.5 TV now on YouTube. You can go there and look up a Real Talk 995 TV. And there we will be all stinking day long. Except when Leland broadcasts from his house. He's not on TV there, is he?
He's got the setup, so
all right.
they'll that's coming.
They're going to make that happen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Love it. That's wonderful. KC says, I didn't think Biden was smart enough to be a lawyer. Yeah, many people didn't. I think he took a couple of minutes to pass the bar. It took him 2 or 3 tries, from what I understand, maybe more.
Suppose he had a little help.
Entirely possible.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, he was a drug-addicted scallywag. That's the word I'm looking for. Yes,
Scallywag. There we
scallywag.
go.
Yes, yeah, that's it. If you saw any of the pictures from his laptop, woof. Yikes. Somebody took all the pictures and put them in a big cache, and I went through and started looking at them, and I had to stop at one point. I was like, okay, nope, that's enough. I've seen all I need to see here. Thank you very much. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently he was paying for 2 and 3 hookers at a time, okay? Which just goes to show you've got a lot of money. You've got far too much money. I mean, I can barely afford
Money and
one.
time.
I can barely afford one. So the 2 and 3 at a time. It's crazy. And he would have some of them waiting. He would do them like he'd bring them in, and he'd have some sitting in the hotel lobby waiting for him to finish with them. And you're like, oh.
Hope he had a good doctor.
Yeah, yikes. Holy. A new poll finds that Pete Buttigieg is less popular with black voters than David Duke was. Yes, KKK Grand Wizard David Duke is making waves online after new polling shows former U.S. Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg struggling badly with black voters. An older poll highlighted by Business Insider during Duke's failed 2016 U.S. Senate run found that he received support from 14% of black voters in Louisiana. That number is not the same as a national presidential poll, obviously, but users on X quickly pointed out that Duke got more black support in a race than Buttigieg currently has after the release of the full Yale Youth poll. Wow.
That's really sad.
4%.
Pete's like, what did I do?
Pete
did I make y'all mad?
Mm-hmm.
What is up with that?
Pete is clicking on all cylinders with 4% of black voters.
Not good.
Holy cow. When the white supremacist is getting better black support than you.
You might need to pack it up and go home.
You might want to walk away from that presidential campaign. You and Kamala can go hang out together on the sidelines. Maybe. Have you heard about this new trend? I just found out about it myself. The naked Christmas tree.
No, I've not heard this.
Celebrities seem to be all about it. It is stripped of decoration, free of clutter, the minimalist Christmas tree with only some soft white lights. In some cases, nothing at all.
Well, that seems kind of sad for the tree.
People why are you chopping a tree down, bringing it into your house, and putting nothing on it?
Just some lights?
The very least you could do is dress it up. Make it feel better during its final days.
I mean, white lights are pretty.
Death
that's
throes.
decorative, but I just think people enjoy, putting some ornaments on there.
Yeah.
Maybe there's some handmade things from the kids.
Oh, of course. You got to have one of those.
Yeah.
Was it Nate Bargatze said in his Christmas special, hanging garbage on it that your kids made in school?
Oh, Lord. Yeah, somehow it makes it to around the back of the tree.
Yes. We're going to put this in the back. It's a special place, Billy. Right here near the wall. It's the I love you wall.
There's a hand Aiden did, and it's ceramic, and it's got the date and his, fingers and everything. The thing weighs like 30 pounds, and it's like you all missed the mark on this. It's real cute, but I can't hang it on a single branch on that tree because not one of them is strong enough to keep the ornament up.
I love it. The whole
Little
tree
bitty
bends
fingers.
over like Charlie Brown's tree.
The whole tree, it's like you need a rope at the top to keep it.
Help me. Help me. Let's see. Celebrities including Julianne Moore, Michelle Pfeiffer, Victoria Beckham, and Khloe Kardashian, these are very loose definitions of celebrities, have embraced the look, swapping ornaments and tinsel for clean lines and quiet glows. I did have somebody at my house. I think I had just finished putting the lights on the trees that were up. And this person said, "Oh, I like the clean lines. This is really good. This is nice." I was like,
I've just
"No,
started.
they're getting decorations. Yeah. They're getting." Oh, you should think about just no, not going to happen.
I mean, it looks nice, if you've got, that pristine home where you don't have anything on the counters and everything's, it's just, I don't know.
Angular.
To me, it's missing personality.
Exactly.
It's pretty,
Yeah.
but you got to do something.
I
to it.
gotta put something else on there. I like the ribbon. I like a good tree topper. I have a different one on every tree this year for a change.
Yeah.
I did have 2 or 3 that had the same one on it in years past. I ran across the Parade of Trees video from 2020 yesterday because it was in my Facebook memories. And I watched the whole thing from beginning to end. It was a little over 5 minutes. I thought, oh my, look how much things have changed.
Mm-hmm.
Not just in the Christmas tree department, but in things like the way different walls are painted and what I have on my stairway now and what, there's just a whole bunch of stuff that's changed in 5 years. That house is, what's the word I'm looking for? It's
lived in. It's lived in.
It's improved exponentially, to be sure of. But yeah, it's coming along very nicely. We'll get the Parade of Trees up probably by Friday, no later than Christmas Eve. I promise you that.
I finally found, my tree is a 9-foot tree, and it barely fits in the ceiling of the house, and I had to bend the top of it down.
Always
and I
good.
just put a bow on it. I was like,
That'll
the
work.
star's not fitting this year. It doesn't work. So I just got a ginormous bow and put it up there. I was like, something's got to go up there.
Next year, lop a couple of inches off the bottom of
Yeah,
the
I
tree.
probably need to do that.
545-9950 if you'd like to drop us a line. We'd love to hear. Steve says the reason they're going with no ornaments is because they all got burned up in the fires.
Oh, wow. Forgot about the fires. Mm-hmm.
I'll never forget my first tree after the divorce. I bought a real tree. I bought it from Lowe's. And I had some, lights that were donated to me by people. So I had 3 or 4 different kinds of lights. Mm-hmm. I had little tiny twinkle lights, and then I had big C9 bulbs. And I just sort of put them all on the tree. It was like Treezilla. I went out and bought some crappy ornaments, from Dollar Tree or whatever, Dollar General, and hung those on the tree. It was my freedom tree. It was the first Christmas that I was like, suddenly I didn't have to deal with all the rest of the
you put
nonsense.
whatever you want on the tree.
Exactly.
It's your tree.
No, I couldn't put whatever I wanted on the tree. I had no money because I was divorced.
You do popcorn.
But I couldn't even
cheap.
afford that. No, that was too much. Popcorn was too expensive. But nonetheless, I think back on that. I still have a couple of ornaments from that tree that I hang on my trees every single year to remind me of this. This was the first Christmas.
Do little cutouts from a magazine and hang them up there by string.
Yeah,
pictures.
That's right. You're talking
shells
really,
from the beach.
Really sad and lonely
well,
at that point.
I'm trying to think inexpensive here.
Yeah. Household items.
Right. Whatever you can find.
Why is there a stapler?
Toothbrush.
Why is there a stapler on your tree? That's what I had.
Band-Aid.
I just stuck up there whatever I could find. Seemed like a good idea.
Oh.
I decorated with dust bunnies.
That's nice. Dust bunnies.
very
So that's
attractive.
good. Some dog hair.
Yeah.
A ball of dog hair.
I'm down to the final. This is it. The last
my
of it.
goodness.
The last of it. Tonight is the night that I wrap up all the decorating. Then it becomes a case of putting all the bins back up in the attic.
You better hurry. Christmas is almost here.
I know.
Richard.
I know.
Hurry.
We're just
so you can sit back
week.
and enjoy. What do you got over here with the Auburn stuff? I've been wondering that all morning.
Oh, I found that. That's Kleenex. That was just in a box. It was in some. It was. I don't know whose it is.
It's like Auburn cloth.
It looks like
Like
if you turn it this way,
Oh.
it's a tissue box cover that
Here,
looks
put that
like
in front
an
of the
Auburn
camera so
sofa.
people on YouTube TV can see it.
This is.
I'm like, what is that? Did somebody make that for you?
I found it sitting out there. I just needed a tissue, so I brought it in here so I could wipe my nose because
How old is that tissue?
I
There
don't
might be
know.
dust
I
on
have
it.
no idea.
Ow! He put it on his
the
nose.
crud still has me. So I'm
Are you
fighting
putting
it.
that tissue back in that box?
Yeah, is
no,
that wrong?
throw that.
Are you not supposed to do that?
No, gross.
I thought they were forever. No? Okay. Just kidding.
Oh.
It's right here, a little sleight
It
of hand.
says Scotty's. Do they even make
No,
those
it's-
anymore?
No. It's been a while, man.
How old is that box?
That's a good
It's
question.
like 25 years in the
Oh,
cubbies
man.
in the hallway.